Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to the stream. I'm the Brit. This is Planet Coaster. You know what? I need to put that over there so I can see what's happening. And this is the park so far. So we've got some stations. People are actually using them too. No one really seems to be too bothered about this thing, which is a bit of a shame, actually. Okay. We do need to finish the station. This needs to come out to at least level with, probably level with here, actually. Bring this out level with that, cover it in glass, bingo bongo, Bob's your uncle, I guess, and off we go. This I've not touched. This still needs a lot of decorating. Oh dear, it'll be fine. We'll come back to it. Actually, I'll probably decorate it off stream. The walkabout ride. I keep pressing space to go faster. Space, shift. Oh, hang on. I say, I keep pressing shift to move the move this faster. The walkabout ride's doing quite well. We managed to kill a lot of the queue, I believe. We've got it open and running. The problem I was having was I had the do not block station turned on, but it was the station was permanently blocked because of the way I had it timed. So it wasn't letting one on, because whilst this one was there waiting, there was another one right behind it waiting as well. We've got the train station hooked up. Looks like guests are once again following the shortest route. So if they're going to go this way, we can expect them to walk basically from this corner and in a straight line all the way to that corner and then around. We need some decorations over here. Need some decoration in here and in here. We've got a lot to do. A lot of theming to do. But I did promise that I was going to work on a mine train today. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So we're gonna make a bit of a mine quarry, I think. Let's take that up so this actually works a bit quicker. Alright, so I'm going to take all this out back. This should be plenty of space for a fairly rocking mine train roller coaster kind of deal. Okay, take that in there. So, mine train coasters are... They're not particularly tall. They have a lot of corners and bends that really whip around. I've got to try and remember that, because I'm not very good at designing these, to be quite honest. Now, we want to make this somewhat believable as a mine, so... I'm going to take this back. Actually, I'm going to take this back all the way to over here. Alright, okay, lovely. And I'm gonna try and level this out this way. So we don't have, basically we're not going to have a quarry. It's going to very gently come down into this area as if it's a natural kind of thing. How? Is a good question. Honestly, this would be flooded, wouldn't it? But yeah, we're not going to go into that right now. One of the nice things about leaving the auto paint on is you can kind of sort of tell how you're doing by the amount of rock that's visible. Like we've got a little ridge there, a flat spot. Okay. Right, and then we will chisel, flat to surface, smooth. That's the one. All right. Smooth this out. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. All right, cool. So, how can we do this? A mine train roller coaster. So we need a mine, obviously. Which is something that we've basically got here. What I'm going to do is basically make the roller coaster and then backfill some hills on this side. So it's going to weave in and out of some hilly stuff there. I need to put the station down somewhere. So that's going to come out and go this way. I could make it go through there and come out and join the path this way. So this whole area becomes themed for the mine. For the Wild West kind of feel. The mine and the log ride as well over here. I'm kind of digging that idea. Okay, sweet. Right. How to do this? Oh, the star loop. Fuck off. Okay, so where's the mine train? Where's the mine train? I believe is it wooden? It's not wooden, is it? Alternate lift. Oh, that's probably it. We'll go back. That's what is that? That's chain lift. Wait, what? All right, there we are. There's the mine train coaster right there. Bloop. Sweet. So, how? Okay, let's do an entrance and exit, separate entrance and exit station, right? So here's a disembark. That's the wrong side. Right, so we'll do a disembark on this side. Right, and that can go into a path that goes under this section here. Okay. And then we're going to use drive tires. Can it not elevate with drive tire? Are you fucking kidding me? Station, your loading station. That gonna work for us? That probably will work for us. We'll place that there. And we'll just do a blank Piece of track there. Call it done because I want to adjust the whole thing. I want it lower. Beautiful. Sweet. Alright, that's what I want. Believe it or not. Right, so that's level of the ground. That's going to come out and go under here. It's probably going to have to go down just a touch. Just go through the tunnel and return to the main footpath. This side will come through here. I don't know if I want to do a tunnel or a bridge. I'll probably do a tunnel because it will block line of sight to the ride itself. Or we can put theming and stuff all in here for the queue. Which is awesome. Right, now. The only thing we have are helixes, so we're not going to be using any of those pieces. Should we start with an incline? I feel like probably we should. I'm going to turn on angle snap. 22, right? And then that goes into the mine shaft there. Now we are going to turn that off. I want like a 0.1 downgrade. Whoa! Oh, that was not what I wanted right there. Okay. I might just follow the top of this right up to there. Like that. This is where the ride will start. We're going to follow this cliff here. Hey, hello. In a bit to there. it some airtime. It should have enough momentum there for some airtime. And then back down along the face there. I've got a lot of space still, haven't I? Let's go that way. Whoops. Ah, yes, that's fine. Right. Let's run a test, because we need to find out how this is going to work for us. Edit mode. Hmm? Oh, there's the change speed, you idiot. 12. Okay. It's doing alright, I think. Shorten this up. Do a little bump up there. Bring that down, pull it around. Now what? probably maybe do something in here. I wasn't actually paying attention to how fast the train was going, to be honest. So let's. Might actually speed that up a bit. No. All right. So we'll see how fast it's going when it comes off here. It's only doing 40 at the bottom of that hill there. Something right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a lift hill right there. Okay, to about there, I think. That's not even funny. Why is there that lump there? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's because I'm on height. Idiot. Okay, cool. And then this is going to be 14. Just to get that thrown up and over there. Blech. Done. Right sync standard block section. We're gonna have 5 trains. What? We're gonna have 3 trains. So that one should be on the track. So we'll have 1 on the track, 1 loaded, 1 unloading. Okay. Any load. Minimum wait time. Well, we got to figure out how long the ride is, isn't it? Minimum wait time. What about 25 seconds? You're right, 200 and... No! 25, okay. And then maximum wait time... 35, maybe? Hey. Hey, creepers and coasters. Welcome in. Oh, does that not have... Oh, it doesn't have enough. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? Yes. I need to edit the coaster because basically what I need to do is eject that out of there as fast as possible because it's going through this lot and then up there. Okay. Alright, cool. Stop. Start. And wait, that's not what I wanted. Okay, right. Let's try this. Let's try this shit again. Sorry, did I say a bad word there? Alright, so that should now give me enough momentum to get this up into the station. No, it doesn't. Not quite. Oh, you've got to be yanking my plonker. And of course, I can't turn that into drive tires because they don't want to be on... Ooh, actually that one is drive tires, isn't it? Oh, it is. So that should actually have enough grunt to get it going now. What I do need actually is halfway through here somewhere. I need a block. Or do I? Because I've got the lift hill here. Stop and start. So he shouldn't move until he clears this block. Now he's going to get shoved into the station. There we go. Now we got it. God. Oh God. And why are you leaving already? No, I don't think that this bit's going to work. What? So this needs to be taller. Is essentially what we've just discovered there. Otherwise this is just not going to be exciting at all. Yeah, it doesn't have enough. I can't believe that that is too tall. Although this is only 5 meters. Alright, so this does need to come down then. Alright, we'll bring that down. actually does glide into the station quite nicely. I think what I'm going to need to do is adjust the friction. I think we can do that individually, can't we? Okay, I'm still in edit, so I don't want to be in edit. I want to be in here. 0.9, there we are. Minimum interval. Should we make it a constant 35? What I didn't do, I didn't start counting. I love the way he just plows right through the station. Doesn't even bother pretending to unload. So I can actually... I think that's going to do the trick. Again, I wasn't actually counting. Ah! Now he's going to pretend to unload. Okay, cool. That's a bit too soon. Or is it, actually, given that that train had to wait there? Maybe I can put a block section in here? Put a block break in there. That should allow my train to leave the top there and come to this point. And it will still have enough momentum to make it all the way around to this lift hill. Alright. So, let's pause. Edit the coaster. This section here. Delete. Okay. Looks a little bit wonky there, doesn't it? So let's, oi. Just smooth that. And then that is a block section, but it's not really going to do anything. Since I'm going to be taking off some... Okay, done. This one's going to start moving anyway. And he won't get stopped until he gets to here. But by the time he gets there, that should be clear. Oh, that was close. Bum squeaky a bit there, wasn't it? This last section's pants. I don't like it. I might have to adjust this lift hill. I think this last section is going to suck a lot of the fun out of this. It's a fun sucker, and we don't want a fun sucker. That's a 539. That's not bad for a family ride. Okay, let's see what's going on with the timing for this. Ooh, we may actually have this perfect. Not quite, he stopped, didn't he? What the hell? How did the prickly poppy do that? Maybe I should just take this down to 2 trains. I think that'll be fine. I'll take the friction down a little bit too. Alright. Stop and start the test. So we'll leave the friction down, we'll do that. Let's get... What the hell happened with the prickly poppy? How did that happen? I'm confused as to how that happened. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, that's going there. This is going here. We need to add some power there, don't we? Alright. So to do that, we need to expand the path out this way. Okay, pathing. Let's copy our existing texture, because this is the water side of the park, even though we've got a nice dry ride here. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm as confused as you are. Is it 10? I think it's 8, isn't it? Yeah. So, do we want to come back in towards... I don't think we want to come towards the railway, do we? Okay, so that will be that. Should I actually just move this, make this go along there? I probably should actually. It's about there. Boink. There we are. If we're gonna do the log ride in here, because we now have this nice cliff that we can play with. If we're gonna do the log ride in here, we could have a nice pathway coming in this way. That will unload onto that pathway, and we'll just have a big, fat pathway coming under the railway here, rather than having a dedicated path that just comes out straight under there, because it can't get anything that thin. I mean, it can. it'll take some doing, but I can get something that thin just to come through and out into here. And then we'll have another path over here just kind of coming out underneath. Oh, see, if I do a path this way, go about here and then curve it off, and then it dead ends into the... Okay, I like that idea better, actually. What the... No. What? Merge. Are you just being obtuse for a specific reason? Why you? There we go. Took me a moment. Okay. And then we'll reinforce this. We'll take this down a little bit, actually. Oh, we won't actually. We'll leave it there. We'll reinforce this with some planking. Our exit from this will come out and just run and join there. There we go. See, this is coming together already. Alright, so we need an exit. It's going to be 4. Oh, you know what? We probably need to actually put an exit. Place an entrance. Okay. Place a staff gate. Okay. Place an exit. Go. Alright. Connect the exits to the path. Doesn't actually say that, but we do need to do that. Okay. Curve straight. Angle snap. There we go. So there's our exit. And we can adjust that a little bit. We can make it nice and thin. I would still like the ability to create one-way paths. Okay, so the entrance is going to be over here. And we're going to have it come underneath there. Kind of like it's going into a tunnel, I guess, right? So here's going to be the queue. Did that? Oh, you mother... merge on, working height on. Snap. Why is height snap working? Interesting. Okay. Maybe it will height snap after I place the first piece. That looks level. That's level? It looks level, doesn't it? That actually looks like it's going up. fine. Okay, and then we are going to have it kind of wibbly wobbly around. Oh, I've got a staff path that I need to deal with. Yeah, so I actually need to put a proper path in here, don't I? So we'll put a proper path in this way, and then we'll break it off here, and we'll have our staff path come this way, and we'll have our entrance come this way. Shit on a shingle, I'd forgotten about that. So we'll just make a nice standard path. Sorry, my brain is trying to run through the concept of doing the staff pathing. Because I would like the staff to be able to get to the ride quickly. So I could sink the staff path underneath the queue path and link it to this path here. Alright, so that comes under there. That's good there. I like that. Okay, cool. Let's get these trees out of the way. Wait. So that's our queue path. That's our staff path. So we'll have that come out and we'll have it go down and underneath and come up over here. And then we'll put the pleb path through there. Alright, so queue. Yeah, you just stay elevated. We'll deal with that. Excuse me. Okay, and then join it to there. I know paths can't cross. I want to connect it. Oh, that's... Well, that's quite a difference, isn't it? Okay, alright. Okay. Oh, we've got an ad break coming up now. Do you not like the idea of the path terminating onto the ride? Paths cannot cross. I know that. I don't want them to. I want them to fucking... Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Okay, so this is going to be... Okay. Okay. So that joins there. Now I should be able to just get rid of that. Sweet. Yeah. Okay, now that works. Looks a little bit janky. Needs to come in just slightly, or come out this side, but one or the other. And then this is just going to be the staff path, which apparently is very wide. Why is the staff path so huge? What the frig? Alright, we'll adjust that. That gonna work? I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's far enough down, is it? And I can't tell if that's level or not. I think that's level. No. Alright, that's not quite enough. I'll poo on a stick. Okay. That's good. That works. Sweet. Alright, that means we've got to get rid of this. Excuse me? Alright, so that's our staff entrance, which I am now going to adjust just a little bit. Okay, fine. Edit tools. And I'm going to bring this into about here, I think. And we are just going to do this all the way down to there. Like that. Brilliant. What am I working on today? I'm working on complete nonsense is what I'm working on. I've started working on this mine train roller coaster. I'm just trying to get the staff queue, not the staff queue, sorry, the staff access path a little more reasonable than it was. That's going to be tricky because it's also Alright, that's actually less tricky than I was expecting, but okay. I like the fact that it goes up. You know what? Actually, I think I'm good with that. It's the staff access path. It's not a big deal. That break ends in 2 minutes. For you people over there on Twitch that can't hear me. I thought I'd let you know. Wait, what? Yes, that's right. We were. The reason I started working on the path was because we need to get power to this. That's right. Yes. Yeah, no, I want blueprints. Stop defaulting to fucking blueprints. So here's the question. Does it have to be... Do I have to get power to both of them? This is kind of weird, actually. I like the idea of running it under the path. You know, blah, blah, blah. But having to run the wires like this is actually kind of weird. Because it doesn't cost you anything as far as I know. Okay. That still says that it needs power, so it must be this one over here. Flippity floppity flip. Which is fine. We'll just put another... We'll put another one over here. Actually, I could put it on this. Nope, it's got to be on... Oh, really? It's got to be right there on the railway track? You bastard. Alright, I'll put it there. Okay, there we are. Actually, I don't think this one's necessary then. But it's going to come in handy. It's going to probably get moved this way a bit to do the log flume ride. When we get that far. Right. So we've got staff, path entrance. We've got that sorted. Let's start working on the terrain again. Hurrah. Bring this down. Flatten to foundation. That's what I want right there. Get this all nicely done here. Okay. Just take that back a little bit to there. Lovely. And then push. Pushed up around the corner into the station. Lovely. Right, let's clean some of this up. I'm gonna have a lot of decorating to do off stream. I've got to build some mine buildings and get some truss work done, making this look like it's an old mine site. There we are. Yeah, it's a little close there, isn't it? There we go. Cool. We come around here. That's good there. That needs to be adjusted just a touch down there. Probably just a little bit more there. Okay, that's pretty good there. that's great. Through there. That can do a little bit of adjustment. Yeah, that's right against the hillside there, so that's cool. Alright. So now we've got to dig this tunnel out. I love doing all this stuff manually. Using the auto tunnel, I find that the auto tunnel, it just creates too big of a tunnel. It's not intimidating. This probably should be slightly bigger than that though. About 4 meters. Hoping. Oh, it's a bit dark in there, isn't it? What she said. Wait, hang on. Take this back into here. We'll probably have to bring this out just to create the tunnel. I don't want it to get into this too much. I'll say this, they've done a really good job with Planet Coaster 2 and the lighting and the sound and all that. It's such a nice game to deal with now. Well, actually, what they've done is they've used the Planet Zoo engine, haven't they? Right, so we'll do a mine entrance there. We'll do a mine exit over here. We'll just kind of block this off with some rocks. Unless I can pull that out a little bit on this side here. Actually, I can probably do that. Get away with that. Has that filled it in at all? Not really. Pretty good. Okay. I need a flat section there. Right. Cool, cool. I don't know how bad that is going to be when the train comes through. I feel like that's probably a little close. Well, I'll pause it a couple of times as the train comes through and just kind of tidy it up. I feel like that's just a little close there. Actually, the bottom certainly is, isn't it? Don't really want the tracks going into the ground, do we? It's a bit no-no. Alright, so we've got a support there, so that's good. I do want that feeling of claustrophobia as we pass through this section. Not that it's going to be too bad, because you're going to be passing through that section quite rapidly. There, okay, cool, alright, and then this section here is doing. Alright. I'm actually not looking forward to theming this, to be honest. It's going to be horrible. Up there. I might do this as a lift, an actual mine lift. I don't know how to describe it. Like the old British collieries. They had a steam engine room. So they had the mine shaft that was vertical. And then away from it they had the steam engine room. Which obviously had a steam engine in it. And that ran the lift mechanism itself. And all the wires and all the spools and stuff were in that, I believe, they were in that room, or in that area. And it was just a very long cable that went up about, I don't know, what, 45 degrees or so? Up to a trestle above the mine shaft that had a pulley on it. And that pulley would then go down. So you had this vertical shaft, but it was all driven by the steam engine that was away from the mine shaft. It was actually very well done when they were originally done. Let's see here. Yeah. It's not actually what I wanted you to do, AI. I just wanted you to bring the picture up. What a pain in the hole. Yeah, that's great. Just give me the picture that I bloody well clicked on. Thank you. What the... Oh, what? I give up. Whatever. Zoink. There you go. That kind of deal. So there's your mine shaft is in there, and then that's your engine house there. That's where most of your cables are kept. Fairly similar design all over the place, really. There's a big one as well. Pretty clever for its time, making use of the old steam engines. Right, I think that as far as that's done is good. I am going to pull this now, as I want this to run up a hillside. Okay, I'll dig it out a bit in a minute. Actually, where I grew up, I didn't realize this, was actually quite a coal-rich area. Well, not where I was at, but down slightly further south of me. When I was growing up, I always thought that where I was at, we were on chalk. I never actually realized that there were some fairly substantial seams of coal slightly further south of me in the chalk hills. And they were actually, was it? It wasn't anthracite. It wasn't the kind of coal that you could use in a steam engine. Because that's what caused a lot of the problems that I will go into momentarily. So a bunch of these collieries opened up in the area, right? And they started mining the coal. And they were taking it down to the local seaport via train. And they were also shipping it north because it was used in the ferries, and it was also exported across to parts of France. Why is that so far down? Exported across to, I believe it was exported to France. Could be wrong there. I know it's intersecting the... You friggin' put it there! You know. Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, that's right. Trains. So, this argument started to develop between the people that owned and ran and operated the coal mines and the railways. And the railways started charging them quite a lot of money to move this coal from the mines to where it needed to get to. Specifically down south to the ferries, the ferry terminals. And they started charging them more and more and more. Taxing them, I guess, more and more and more. And the mine operators kind of got a bit miffed about this. They were starting to lose a substantial amount of money because of this. And they came up with this really ingenious idea. They started moving the coal themselves. What they did, because they already basically had the steam engines to run the mine shafts, I think they cut the one mine, cut the mine elevator in half, so only one elevator worked. The personnel elevator, the main elevator that brought the coal out of the mine, that one still ran. And they moved the engine. I seem to remember reading that they moved one of the engines, and basically they created a massive gondola system that was suspended on cables that ran across the countryside. And they cut holes in the ground and dug tunnels through the chalk out the side of the cliffs and down into the ferry terminal, into the port itself. So they got rid of their reliance on the steam railways entirely. They were running the gondola system off their own coal, and basically getting rid of the railway system entirely. It's a pretty clever idea, very ingenious too. Alright, so we've got 5.69 excitement. And that's good enough, because this is supposed to be a family ride. So I do want to be able to get a lot of people coming here. That queue may not be enough. It certainly looks a bit wild down here, doesn't it? I like that. That's brilliant. So they'll offload here. That will then get pushed up to the station here to get loaded. And away we go again. Fantastic. So I'll need to put some interesting bits of scenery in here as a reason why this snakes before it goes down into its stupidity. I almost want to do a hill here and have this go through a little mine or a little hillock or something there. I want more mine. Not the fact that these have little lights. I'd ride this, but I know it's going to look like shit. Let's ride it anyway. Right, right. You can hear the tires squeaking. I never realized that. That's pretty cool, actually. All right. Oh, hello. We got another one. Let's hope he doesn't spam me with 100 bots that are going to get deleted. Like last week. That was annoying. Oh man, that's brutal through there. Holy shit beans. This may need a little redesign. The fear factor in this is actually quite high. Oh, fuck me. No. Okay, this needs adjusting. This needs some serious TLC. This section through here. Especially this. Oh, God. I knew that was going to be rough, but I didn't realize it was going to be that damn rough. We need to widen this out. And just bring it through. Okay, I think we should be able to do that. Without destroying too much. Just by grabbing that and doing that. Okay, and then that through there. I feel like that's probably not great. Actually, it may not be that bad. I feel like that actually needs to be banked in there. All the way up to, almost all the way up to the top. Done. We'll adjust the terrain again. Push. Yeah, that was what are my janitors up to? Bastards. That's still pretty shocking, isn't it? Actually. most of this I'm okay with. It's that last section. That's better. Alright, so that last section there is fixed now. it's just still a mess before it. Oh man. Alright. Okay. Fair enough. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll work on it. Sure that we have the support underneath exposed, because this wouldn't be sitting directly against the ground, would it? No, sir. No, it wouldn't. Absolutely right. Okay. This section through here needs to be adjusted. So we've ended the coaster, and we are going to take that. That really fucks up my tunnel though, but that's okay. I do want this to be a little less winky wanky. This is really tight, isn't it? So let's widen it out. Quite nice through there, actually. Ooh, no. Oh, that's not so bad. That looks better. Okay. That's a problem. If I just do... I would have thought it would have tried to... out the whole curve. Okay, it's done a better job there. Alright, cool. Alright. That looks better. Okay, so we're hit done now. And guess what? We now need to alter the terrain again. This section through here actually is not too bad. This did get moved quite a bit though, didn't it? Okay, we'll pull that up a bit. little bit risque. Okay, and then the same one. Oh, fucking hell, this side really moved, didn't it? Okay, alright, well, that's fine. As long as it's a little more smooth and not quite so... Oh, that really lifted it. Man. Hey, what's this? There seems to be a pillar in the way of my train. I'll have to fix that. Okay, there's that. Alright, and then we're going to pull the underside here. It moved it quite a lot, didn't it? Alright, that's fine. Push. Okay. Alright, that looks a bit better. This bit here. Okay, there we are. And then okay, that looks fine through there. Choo choo! Alright. Just pull this section over here. A little bit of a push right there. Just won't want to fuck up the there's that word. No, 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 no. No F-bombs, please, my friend. Brilliant. I love it. Okay. Here, just to make this a little more sheer. Excellent. Oh, do want that pillar there, okay. Okay, lovely. All right. Let's fix this bit here. I think we've got the basically we've got the terrain bit sorted. And then we're just going to have to deal with the And that just, this last section here is just pants, but that's fine. Ooh, 5.8 now. Nice. I know there's not enough tables. Eat my shorts. Okay, so what have we got here? What do you want? I got 20 minutes. And this actually is really cool because the main path doesn't really see that much of the ride. The steam train sees most of the ride actually as you pass through. So that's nifty. What the fucking hell? So how do I want to approach the station? Actually, a very good question. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this. We are going to use Viking and Western again. Let's go with the walls. So, the classic brick. I don't think I want to go with a brick. We've got the Viking stone, which it looks really good on the bottom, but I don't think that's going to work here. I think I just need a wood battened wall. That is not really what I want. Viking. I do like the Viking wooden wall because it looks very rustic. It looks a little more rustic than that. But this, I think, is where I want to be. I just needed to be a lighter color. Not necessarily grey, though. Definitely not orange. Rosewood, no. Spanish grey. I need a grey with... Okay, so we need... Oh, that might work. Ooh, there we go. That's it. Of course, we probably want windows, don't we? I'll put a window on either side. Put a doorway there. Get rid of that. Okay. A little too much. Not quite. Oh, I've got this vision in my head and I can't get it out. Could do it that way. You could do almost like a colliery looking deal on here. You'd need to adjust the... Need to adjust that so you can do it over the train itself. Right, almost like that. Okay. Is that too much? That might be too much. Whee! That was a little... Whoa! And then... Move that lot over there. That's not quite right, is it? That angle's wrong. They need to get... This needs to get moved back a bit. There? That's probably okay. Alright. Oh yeah, that works quite nicely because that lines up with the roof. Very good. Very good. Alright, let's chuck a roof on. Nah, we're not going to do any roofing yet. Alright. Props. I need a big ass cogwheel. Can I... Property. Static animated. Yeah, baby. Oh, look at that. That's an iron flywheel. That could do the job. Well, it's going to have to because it's the only one that's suitable. Although that's actually pretty. Ooh. Align to surface. Yeah. Loop. Is it? Are you? Ah. That's right. You can't rescale animated pieces. Oh, you son of a bastard. we're gonna go with this one. Are they animated the same speed? Pretty much. Okay, whatever. You can already kind of see what I'm driving at here, can't you? Duplicate that. Flip it around so it's going in the reverse direction. Now I need pillars. I need wooden pillars that are not animated. Carved wooden pillar? No. Ah, there we go. That'll do the trick. Yep, that's on, so we will just do that there. Move that in. Where would I want that? Probably there, I think. Duplicate and move, and I want that. Probably one in the center there. We'll figure out how to keep that held up without the use of magic. Now I need... a pole. Ooh. Nice 4-meter pole there. That's very nice, isn't it? Would it be a wooden pole? I don't believe it would be a wooden pole. I think we need to go into coaster supports at this point. Framework. Metal framework. We've got these, actually, we've got these brace pieces here too, which are like pre-assembled. They're quite nice. The angles are not quite right, though. I'm going to stay with the wood there, I think. What I do need is the joint. Oh, something like that. Ooh, is there a small one? I need a small connector, right? Like that. That's a small connector? Alright, I guess that is a small connector. Jesus Christ. Can we get that low enough? Or small enough? Apparently we can. Alright, brilliant. So you can see where I'm going with this now. At least I hope so. Lovely. Yeah, no, I want to... Jesus. That's a small one? Well. Once again, scale the object. You... No. Hey, where's the one on that side? Thought I'd duplicate this and moved it over. Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Line that up with that center one there. Let's just take that one and wants to move that until it's like that. Sweet. These two are basically in exactly the same spot, so I should just be able to move both of them without too much trouble at all. All right. So now I just need the lines going between them. Oh, wow. Okay, so scenery, what we need is long, skinny, stringy pieces. Do I have long, skinny, stringy pieces? I mean, this is actually not terrible. Paint it black. Before you do that, why don't you just type in the word rope and see what comes up? Fudgel, to be honest. I mean, there is a rope, but it's dingly dangly. It's not. There's some straight rope. Oh, that's pretty awesome. kidding me? Fine, whatever. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be rope. It would be thingy. But thingy is not available, so we're just going to go with rope. Probably going to need one more after this. Because of the angle involved. Gotta move that across just a touch. Like that. And then I'm just gonna bring it back there like that. Yarp. Alright, and then duplicate and move. Go to that side, line it up a bit. Okay. So we are on the 2-hour mark. I'm actually just going to call that there done, just for the moment. So you can see where I'm going with this. I feel like maybe I'm going to take one layer off of this and make this trestle, this wood trestle, a little more prominent. I'm going to use some small pieces of rope just to go around the edge and down. And then build out the rest of the station. Got a lot to do, and I've got to put a bunch of theming on this as well. And it said, someone said something about something having a long something. Guests thought something had a long, dirty. Guests are having. Guests are desperate. Guests are having because they're not spending enough time in the pools. Don't care. Oops, finances stuff. Right. Mine train is finished opening. It can be okay. I thought someone said something about a ride having a very long queue time. Well, it's certainly not that one. It's definitely not this one. No one's on this one. What the hell, man? This has literally just been opened as well. What the fuck? What the heck? Sorry, what the heck? Current queue time is 7 minutes. What? There's no one in the queue. Whatever. I do quite like this. It came out quite well. I think I put a little bit too much effort into this bit here because you come flying through this bit a little quick. You come flying through at quite a pace. And you come up and over and down through the barn here. The barn needs some fleshing out, I think. Then up and around. You should probably do something in here. something here just to kind of freak the guests out a bit. But yeah, okay, there's that. That guy there. That guy there. Nothing really has a specifically long queue time. This might do, actually. Two minutes. It's got a 2-minute queue time. Okay. Ah, this could be a problem. It has made me happy. Well, good. I'm glad something did. This could be the one that they're complaining about, because that does look like it's probably got a queue time 1 minute. Well, what the... I don't know what the hell they were complaining about then. Oh my god, look at this lot. Look at them all. You insane bastards. So what do we got? What do we got going on? We've got our basic pool, right? Not bad. We've got a basic pool. It's got a couple of flumes that go into it. And there's a wave section on one side. We've got our lazy river, which no one's actually using anymore. Alright. Fair enough. We've got some people enjoying the quiet side of the lazy river. That's what I like to see. Very good. Got this guy here who has magic binoculars that allow him to see through foliage and decorations. Spiffy. What else we got going on? Oh, this guy has a nice queue time on him. Currently a bargain. $65. Projected daily income 77. Moving on. Income yesterday. None. Lifetime income. So they're currently paying that. Okay, so what if I set that to buy? $14. Let's set that to dynamic. Something's not right, because custom is $2. Bargain is $52. Dynamic is 52. What the fuck? Yeah, something's broken in the financial side of things, because it's $2.40. Premium, $81 to go on this ride. $81. We're going to leave that at dynamic, so it's at least a reasonable $65.12. It's actually called Body Flume too, because they never did come up with a name for it. And then there's this guy here, the Lover's Leap. The double inner tube. What do we got going on here? $2. It's going to cost $2.40 to go on this. So let's put this on dynamic, and it's going to cost $61 to go on there. So what I think I might do, actually, this one here, yeah, that one there. We're not. We are going to set this back to bargain. Okay, let's set it to custom. We're going to set it to, we're going to leave it at $2.40. Why are you doing that? Well, what happens, you see, is your guests come down here and they go, damn, these bastards are expensive. But this one's a bargain. I'm going to queue for this one. And then they get up here And if this one's full, they'll go on one of the other ones. And bingo bongo, suddenly you have $60 instead of 2. That's exactly how this works. What do we got going on here? Just $22 at bargain. 20. I don't want to. Park's broken. Park's broken. My daily profit is nearly $400,000 a day. I think this game is still very much unbalanced and needs a little bit of care. Obviously, this is in sandbox though, and I've got a lot of things turned off. But still, what? Okay. Is this actually open and doing anything? I don't remember if I ever opened these. They are. They're open and ready to go. No one's riding them. They're pretty dull, to be honest. Oh, no, they're not. Alright, they're actually quite exciting. These are racing slides. They won't start until they have 4 guests on it. Which is pretty cool. No one's really using this pool. How's this restaurant looking? I never did finish this, did I? But why are so many single people eating in the booths? I've got a lot of single parties going on here. Wow, look at that lot. They're all coming off, going places. Hit play and see what's going on. So, what I need a restroom over here somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably need a restroom over here somewhere. What is the pricing on this? I wonder. Dynamic, okay. So there's a reasonable $7. All right. Excellent. All right, that's it. I'm going to hit save before something really tragic happens and I lose all of this work. And now I'm going to push my button. Jolly good. Yes, jolly good. Well, thank you for joining me. It's much appreciated. I hope you all had a good time. If not, don't come crying to me. You're the ones who decided to stay. I'll be back on Thursday with more of these shenanigans. It's highly unlikely that I will be streaming over the weekend. I'll be busy moving rooms around, painting walls, shampooing carpets, assembling furniture, and doing pretty much everything necessary to switch 2 bedrooms around. Well, this office and a bedroom, and to get everything set up. And I'll probably be taking Monday off work because my back will probably be completely shot. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If I do, I'll probably stream on Monday during the day. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you all have a... what is tomorrow? Wednesday, right? I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. And I hope to see you all again on Thursday.